Welcome to the Muxall Open IoT channel. I am your host, Michael Crane. Okay, so I went ahead and put that V3 Muxall Pro barbecue controller in my Traeger grill here over 80 degrees outside. It's already set, it defaults to 180. What I'm trying to do is I want the barbecue to not be able to attain a temperature, right, until we lower the fan speed. Okay, well, my grill seems to be running okay at 180. Go figure, right? Maybe we can split the difference and go 165. Okay. Well, barbecue seems to be running pretty good. So, yeah, I guess we're just going to drop it down to 150, so I'm not going to sit here forever. Because it looks like it might actually try to get down to 165. If not, it's going to be just hovering right over it, and that's not going to be any fun. We want a really good test. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop it. And the fan's still on 100%, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just drop it. 150 is the lowest setting. Well, there you have it. Who needs variable speed fan mode? It looks like the controller will run just fine when it's 94 degrees and at 150 degrees target temp. I guarantee if I had my beef jerky on here trying to run 180, the thing would be around 200. It always happens. Well, this is it running at on a set temp of 150. All right, well, I went ahead and Googled the weather here real quick, and yeah, yeah, 92 degrees, so it's a little bit colder than cooler before we started, but yeah, look at that humidity, 47%, that's pretty low. I don't know if I call this the next day. I think it's the day after. As you can see, it's not as hot as it was the other day. The humidity's around 60%, which is. I did change the code so we can drop the target chamber temp right here to 120. All right, well, there you have it. It still runs at 150. So I guess I'm just gonna stop messing around. I'll drop it down to 120 and see if we can actually get it to start bouncing off the fuel on men. I guarantee if I was trying to cook at 180, it would never get there. It'd be floating above it. But since I'm trying to do a video of it bouncing off the fuel on minimum, which if you don't know, I'll show you real quick. I probably showed you last time, I don't remember. But that's this setting right here. So this is what keeps your grill from flaming out when it starts dropping temperature. So like if you're going from 350 Fahrenheit to 180 Fahrenheit, this basically idles. This is what your grill will use, or the controller will use, to know that it's not going to flame out if it uses this number here, and it varies for different grills. Mine is 4. I think a lot of the Z grills is 3, and not too many people use anything under 3, and no one uses anything over 5 that I know of. So anyway, this is kind of like idle, right? And it keeps your grill from flaming out, and it'll also keep the temperature up. So like if it's real hot outside, grill's sitting in the sun, whatever, and the fuel on minimum is dumping fuel in there to keep the fire lit, sometimes it keeps the temperature above the set point. I've had many questions on this on the forum, and that's what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to hit the fuel on minimum, so it's set and it's floating above it, so we can try adjusting the fan speed to cook at lower temperatures. But it's not working. Now if I adjust the fuel on min down, and you can kind of see how it's kind of swinging down these dips. This is the controller starting to lose control. That's usually what happens. You'll start seeing these crazy swings when the controller starts losing control. Because what's happening is the flame's starting to go out, the controller panics, dumps a bunch of fuel in there, then you get an overshoot, and then it just oscillates. It doesn't look like it's going to do it here, but maybe we'll see it when we drop it down to 120. Anyway, with that said, I'm just going to drop it down to the floor. If it works at 120, I'm just going to throw my hands up. Okay, finally, after 75 minutes here, we are now bouncing off the fuel on minimum. Basically, this is the lowest the grill will run without going out, right? I could change the fuel on minimum to 3 right here, but on my grill it will go out, right? But if we change the fuel on minimum to 3 and lower the fan speed, then maybe it'll drop down. I don't know. I've never used a variable speed grill. I'm not sure what fan speed to stick things on. So let's go in here, and I'm going to change the fan to, I don't know, I guess 80%. We'll try 80% first. Enter. And I'm going to change the fuel on minimum to 3. Where is it? Right here. Save. And yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, well, you can hear the fan pulsing. Sorry it's so dark. So yeah, I guess we just have to wait. I don't know what else to show you there. The fan's pulsing, and really the graph is what we really need to watch, and we need to also make sure that the barbecue doesn't go out. Well, isn't this interesting? We reduce the fuel on min, and we set the fan to 80%, and the temperature is going up. So if I drop the fan speed more, I think it's just going to build up more fuel in there. At least that's my thinking. So the only thing I can think of to do is to drop the fuel on minimum to 2 seconds. Yeah, so it's pretty old, and it gets backburn in the auger tube pretty regularly. So yeah, I don't normally run it below 4 because it will go out. But with this reduced fan, maybe it's not backburning a lot into the auger tube. I don't really know. So anyway, I set this to 2. The fuel on min to 2. And yeah, we'll just have to watch. You can see it's still lit, so that's good. I'm sorry, this is a fuel on min at 2. Did I say that? I don't remember. Anyway, it's down to 126. We're at a set temperature of 125. Let's see if we can watch this auger come on. It's only going to come on for 2 seconds. I doubt very much. It's 1, 2. Yeah, I don't know. It might be dropping a couple pellets in there. Who knows? Oh, there it goes. It's going up. It's smoking pretty good. So, okay. All right, great. Okay, so now it's dropping. Yeah, so we turned it on. I really need to mark this. Anyway, we turned it on around 85 or something. And had to burn off whatever fuel is in there. And now it looks like it's dropping down. So hopefully it doesn't flame out. 2 seconds fuel on minimum on my grill is, with the fan running at full speed, it would definitely flame out at 2. Ruh-roh. It's smoking out there, but I think the back burn up the pellet tube is kicking in. So, yeah, gosh, I guess I'll go ahead and let me go ahead and I'm going to drop the fan speed down to 60 here. Hopefully it didn't go out. Ooh, she's smoking like crazy now. Yeah. It's still at 119. I don't know if you can tell. I slowed it down to 60%.
Oh, there it goes. Went up to 120. Woohoo! So, okay. Well, we'll let it sit there and see if it stabilizes. We're probably going to get a bit of a... I don't know. See, that's what I was saying. I was going to say we're going to get a dead cat bounce, but maybe not. But anyway, we'll leave it at 60% with a fuel on min of 2 and see what happens.
Yeah, I think it just about flamed out. Yeah, because it had a proverbial dead cat bounce here, and I didn't even notice. And Patsy might have took over and started dumping fuel in there and said, "Hey, you're not working. I'm going to dump fuel in there," and it panicked. And yeah, that's probably. I bet you Patsy took over and started dumping fuel in there to relight it. This is kind of what you'll see when the controller starts losing control. Okay, so we're getting back down to temperature. This thing's making me a little bit nervous. This sloping line like this is fine, but you kind of want it to smooth out when it starts getting close to the target temperature, and I'm not seeing. It looks like it's just continuing to drop at that same rate. Let's go outside and see what the grill's doing.
Okay, we're back outside here. It's dropping. The grill isn't smoking. Well, it's not smoking much.
Okay, you can see right here the chamber temp's at 121, and our target temp's 125. You can see Patsy has taken over and said, "Hey, you need fuel." And yeah, and if it's either gonna go out or it's gonna smoke like crazy when it relights. And yeah, see, Patsy's continuing to dump more and more fuel in there. We're gonna get another big jump right here, I'm guessing. It's either that or it's gonna go completely out.
Well, it's smoking. This is Patsy's taking over, and what is it? It's at 118.
Well, I went ahead and turned it off. I think if it does recover, it's gonna have a huge bounce. I just figured, yeah, we'll just start over again. So when I come back, I'll probably leave the fuel on min at 2, but we'll change the fan speed to, I guess, the next lower down, 40% maybe. So this is a nice gentle slope down. I'm liking that. That looks pretty good. You know, it actually looks like it's flattening out a little bit, so I'm hoping it's not going to crash. So yeah, we'll go outside and take a look at it real quick and see what it's doing.
Okay, so it's 128. We're at a 125 set point. We do have some smoke going on there. You probably can't really see it.
Okay, so we had a bit of a bounce there. It took a while to get down to temperature again, and it looks like we're running about 3 degrees over.
Okay, well it's blowing some pretty good smoke now, and I don't know if you can see it. The reflection's pretty bad. Yeah, it's kind of dropping a little bit. I noticed Patsy is starting to kick more fuel in it. Probably going to get a bit of a bounce.
Yeah, we had a bit of a bounce there, and I don't know. My thinking is to. We still have the fuel on min at 2, but my thinking is to help it burn. Maybe it can cool off faster, and because it looks like, you know, Patsy started dumping fuel on there, but the thing was almost out because the fan's so low. I don't know. This might be the wrong way. I might need to reduce the fan, but we'll give 40 a shot. Let me turn off cook by probe here so we can mark it, and I'll be back. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have another bounce here. It's down to 116. Batsy's dumping 8 seconds worth of fuel in it, which is just causing the temperature to drop even more. I guess I was doing pretty good right there, but I don't know, maybe it was about ready to go out or something. Okay, so I kind of stepped away but to show you what I did is I changed the slew rate to slow, and also changed the fan speed to 10%, right? And still using the fuel on men of 1. And I did that right around here somewhere. And I just went outside and looked, and yeah, the grill's out. The fan's it's not even lit. Fan speed of 10% is too slow to keep the fire going. So that's not good. We were doing better with the 20 and the 20% there. So I'm going to go ahead, where am I? I'm going to stop this. And I'll dump any more fuel in there. And yeah, let's see. So, sorry to keep scrolling around on here. I forget where everything is. Okay, so 10% is a scrub. Yeah, that's not enough. So minimum is 20. We tried 40. That was actually 40 wasn't too bad actually. It kind of, if I remember the testing right, 40 kind of puffs. You know, the plunger was moving up and down. It wasn't very steady. 20 seemed to be pretty good. So, oh boy.
Don't forget, you can support the Muxall Open IoT channel by donation using a credit card and PayPal, or by purchasing products at the Muxall store. Details and links are in the description under this video. Well, that's it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up, that helps, and hit the subscribe button, that really helps. If you have any questions or comments, post them in the comments under this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.